It's no secret that Titanfall 2 has a fantastic campaign. I mean, it has a fantastic multiplayer, of course, and I'll probably talk about that in its own separate video. But I wanted to focus on the most talked about, and therefore the best, in my opinion, level in the game's campaign. It's Affect and Cause. I wanted to give my insights into its design and its features, to see exactly why it is the best level in the game. I mean, it doesn't have much competition when it comes to volume. The campaign's only a few hours long after all, unless you count the Gauntlet, baby. That's right, we spent 20 hours in the Gauntlet. Get the best time, come on. Let's go through the level and see what I like about it and all that. It's split up into 3 parts nicely, so I'll be going through that one by one. Part 1. The build up to Affecting Cause is important to note. You're about halfway through the game, a few bosses are under your belt, and you've gotten used to how the game operates. The Gauntlet and BT-7274 teach you the basics of movement, shooting, using your tactical and grenades, and prepares you for what's to come. Blood and Rust elaborates on Titan combat and teaches you that utilizing the environment in exploration and combat is key to success. Into the Abyss introduces these moving, changing environments that relocate you to new situations, culminating in this ultimate combat test by Ash. Once you leave the facility, you and BT enter Affecting Cause. Story-wise, this level is the moment when things start to come together. Originally, you're just kind of cruising through IMC territory. You gotta do something about some Major Anderson guy, but shoot, bang, bang. The level opens with you dropping through an abandoned facility's air shaft, but the game immediately forces your attention with these time distortions. It gets you questioning about things and really makes you want to pay attention to what everyone is saying in these past sections, as well as listening to BT's briefing. Fun detail about this presentation that you can barge in on, he'll stop and ask you what you're doing if you get too close to him. Pretty neat.
Yes, pilot, may I help you?
Once you rendezvous with BT, you end up finding that Anderson guy's body. Well, I mean, half of it. BT scans it, lore happens, and tells us that we need to find the device that's on Anderson's other half. There's some cool foreshadowing to the next level if you tell BT he can throw you instead of the zipline next time.
Nice. Maybe next time you can throw me.
Noted.
After tripping the security system, we finally find Anderson's wrist device. This leads to part 2 of the level. Part 2. Here's where it gets really special. The whole level flips the script on its head and replaces your cloak tactical with Anderson's device, allowing you to do those time distortions by yourself. Titanfall loves to take an idea and build it up over time. I highly recommend watching Respawn's GDC talk on this mentality to elaborate on this. The link will be down in the description. Affecting Cause is a prime example of taking a simple idea and building it up as the level goes on. You can switch between past and present time and utilize that for exploration and combat situations. It's harder to explain all this than show it, so there you go. After making your way through the facility, getting used to your new toy, the game throws this room at you, acting as the first time you have to do combat in both time periods. Before, you could time travel any time to get a breather and reposition, but this room puts you on your toes and makes you juggle the time shift, having you make mental notes of where enemies are in both timelines. It's pretty cool. Another fun detail about this area is that you can actually see the MacGuffin you're looking for, the Ark, being airlifted out when you're in the past. Also, I died getting this footage. You're welcome. After this, you continue through the facility, following more hallways, fighting, lore, and culminating in this really neat room where you have to time shift in between platforms and these aired vents. We find out that Anderson got some intel, but a grunt took him out. I like that you can actually see where the grunt landed to afterwards. It's these little details that make the level cool. Part 3. To cap it off, we reunite with BT, do some Titan combat, and our current goal is to get to the Ark in the past so we can scan it or something while it's doing a test? I don't know. The Ark explodes and you get this super cool scene where you move through stop time as your time device is fried. The detail and atmosphere here is really good. We scan the Ark, get more lore, and that wraps up Affecting Cause. It took me just under 20 minutes to record the footage for this level, but in those 20 minutes, Affecting Cause brings in so many new ideas and brings you so many new challenges one after the other. It adds them up in a great way, making it really memorable. It brings back and tests you on those points I mentioned earlier, demanding movement, environment adaptation, dynamic environment adaptation, and both pilot and Titan combat. Although there's no boss fight or anything at the end, or that much Titan combat, it more than makes up for it with unique gameplay, interesting writing, and a flashy finish, making Affecting Cause the best level in the game. Again, the entire campaign is great, and there wasn't a moment in it that I thought was bad. I highly recommend picking up the game on sale. The 5 hours of gameplay alone is worth the price. When the multiplayer isn't being DDoSed, or if you have the North Star client, its multiplayer is a great play. Other than that, I got nothing else to say on the matter. Titanfall 2, pretty good game. See you later.